On today's show, kids become superheroes during Cape Day, and later, we look at this week's football matchups. Studio Forsyth starts now. Studio Forsyth is brought to you in part by Cumming Forsyth Chamber of Commerce, creating a climate for growth and success in our community. Pinecrest Academy, a national 2014 Blue Ribbon School and 2014 Catholic Education Honor Roll School of Excellence. Forsyth County Schools, quality learning and superior performance for all. Georgia Highlands Medical Services, serving the medical needs of North Georgia since 1979. And Northside Hospital Forsyth, committed to the health and wellness of our community.
Hi, welcome to Georgia Highlands. How can I help you?
Welcome inside Studio Forsyth. I'm Kayla Robbins. Yesterday, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta turned 100 years old, and they celebrated with their second annual Cape Day. The community was encouraged to wear a cape and share their photos in support of the superhero kids fighting their own battle with illness. Let's take a look.
Today I'm at Shallow Point Elementary celebrating Children's Healthcare of Atlanta's 100th anniversary and our second annual Cape Day. Children's decided to have our second annual Cape Day on our 100th anniversary so that we can help celebrate all across Atlanta our superheroes. Those are our patients. While they don't battle villains on a daily basis, they battle illness and things that we can't even imagine having to deal with. And they do it with such grace and magnitude that it's easy for us to put on a cape and show those patients that we're here to support them and they're superheroes, and we just want to be a little bit of a superhero for them today. So Shallow Point Elementary is one of 7 schools in Forsyth County that is taking part in Cape Day.
Today, Shallow Point has partnered with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta to really embrace the Cape Day experience that they are taking on for their 100th anniversary of being open. One of the things that we've done is we've partnered with Children's Healthcare over the past several years, and we wanted to show support of not only of all of their staff members, but for all of their patients as well. So one of the things that we've done to honor our partners, Children's Healthcare, is we've asked all of our students who wanted to wear a cape to wear a cape today and to make a donation for any amount that they choose. It could be anywhere from a penny on up, but just to say thank you for all of the work that Children's Healthcare, their employees do for their patients. It really has made an impact on our school today. One of the things we do as a school is we focus on the 7 mindsets, and one of those mindsets is live to give. And we feel we can do little things like this to give back to our community as they give to us.
So one of the reasons that we decided to start Cape Day last year was in honor of one of our patients who we learned that although it was hard for him with recovery, when he put on a superhero cape, when a volunteer came in and handed him a superhero cape, he became a totally different person. It was like he wasn't the sick child in the hospital. You know, he had these magical superpowers, and just because he thought earlier in the day that he couldn't get up and walk, now that he had his cape on, it was easier for him to do that. And so, you know, we all know what it's like to feel like we don't want to do something or we can't do something. But who knew that just adding a cape is all it can take on some days to help with our patients who need a little extra push. So in honor of that, we have volunteers that make capes and deliver them to our hospitals so that we are able to give our patients these capes. And now, at least one day a year, we're going to make it Cape Day all across so that we'll all don our capes and be a superhero.
I consider the Chamber as the voice of business.
It's really designed to keep its hand on the pulse of the county.
And I think it helps the community grow. They've always been there for me every time I needed help.
The Chamber is making sure that they're able to communicate.
When I call, I get a response.
But the biggest thing for me is
the Chamber really focuses on helping small businesses.
Welcome back. This week marks the football civil war between North Forsyth and South Forsyth, and it's going to be the game to watch. Our very own Brian Paglia gives us a breakdown of the matchup and other games to keep an eye on. Let's check it out.
Week 4 is highlighted by 3 huge games with either state playoff implications or county bragging rights at stake. And the best place to start is with the Civil War, the long-standing rivalry between North Forsyth and South Forsyth. It'll be the 18th time these two have played each other, dating back to 1994. South leads the all-time series 11-6 and absolutely dominated the meeting last season with a 55-3 victory. I wouldn't expect that kind of game this Friday. Yes, South has looked like arguably the most complete team in the county so far this season, but we've talked and written plenty about the improvements North has made this year after going 1-9 a year ago. Either way, the atmosphere should be ridiculous Friday night in Raider Valley. Right down the road from North, Forsyth Central will get its region schedule started with a huge test. The Bulldogs face Kell, the number 8 ranked team in Class 5A. This was something of a statement game last season. Even though Central lost that game 28-14, it was the fact that the Bulldogs were within a touchdown midway through the 4th quarter that turned heads. Now, Central is coming off a discouraging 42-18 loss to Cass last week, so expect the Bulldogs to come into this one extra motivated. Finally, Lambert goes on the road to take on Alpharetta in a big Region 6 6A game. A couple weeks ago, Alpharetta would have been a heavy favorite in this game, but the 2-time defending region champs had their 21-game region winning streak snapped last week by Johns Creek, a team that came into the game just 1-21 since 2013. Add to the fact that Lambert's offense looked potent last week in scoring 45 points, I give the Longhorns every chance to go into the arena and pull out a victory. But to keep up with how Friday unfolds, be sure to follow us on Twitter @Forsyth Sports for scoring updates, and go to forsythnews.com/sports for full coverage of Friday's results.
Thank you for watching today's episode of Studio Forsyth. From everyone here at Forsyth County News, I'm Kayla Robbins. Have a great night, and we'll see you back on Friday.